Now moving forward to the body and crystals, the scientist Dr. May Wan Ho, she's a pioneer researcher in genetics. She found out that the cellular membrane is made of crystalline matter, and this crystalline matter is very similar to the crystalline matrix that is found in our auric field and in crystals. I'm trying to be as concise as possible because there's a lot to say. Now here I took two very essential similitudes that are found within our body and within the molecular structure of our body and crystals. In the frontal cortex, the nervous membranes are forming pyramids. We have lots of pyramids in the frontal and the back cortex, and these pyramids are also found in the atoms of crystals. How amazing is that? And then the molecular structure is also made in a helix shape, as well as in the DNA. They're both helixes. DNA is known to carry information, genetic codes, and it was known in the ancient times that the quartz crystals were used to carry information through mental powers. The effect of crystals on water, lots of scientists, and mainly Dr. Masaru Emoto, he proved through his research that our mental thoughts and emotions affect tremendously the molecular structure of the water, which is imprinted by these vibrational frequencies. I mean, everything we think of or we feel is really transmitted to the molecules of water, and the molecule within our bodies carry this information. If we go through a happy moment, it is imprinted within our body fluids, especially in our blood, which carries all this information to the organs in the body. That's why we should try to be as positive as possible in life, to be healthy and filled with vitality and good health. Dr. Bruce Lipton, he is a biochemist and a really pioneer in epigenetics. He also is talking a lot about the effect of our thoughts and emotions on the genetic coding of our bodies. He said we can rewrite our genetic coding. And why do I mention this? Because all of this leads us to really believe in the fact that our positive thoughts, positive emotions, they release chemical components that promote health and vitality. So if you want to be helped by something other than people or mentors or therapists, we can use the small silent therapists that are called crystals. They can help us really keep up to our positive frequency and to hold us closer to inner peace and inner stability. Now the aura and crystals. The aura and crystals, they are really, there are really lots of similitude in our Auric field and the energies of crystals. Now in quantum biophysics, the auric field is called the biofield, and the biofield is comprised of the electromagnetic field of the heart, which is the strongest, of the mind. It is comprised of infrared emissions that are moving from the body, and eventually biophotonic cells that are emitted by our tiny little cells. It is known that when we get sick, the frequency around our bodies that is usually at 75 on average basis drops down to 55 megahertz, and the presence of crystals such as pendants can help us maintain a higher frequency and help us restore eventually the depleted frequencies due to illness due to mental instability and emotional traumas. Now, regarding the aura or the auric field around the body, as much as we don't see the ultraviolet rays that are radiating from lots of machinery in this modern world, we cannot see the aura. It's the same thing. Many people don't believe in aura because they don't see it, but they don't also see the radiations coming from the Wi-Fi or from X-ray machines, etc. So it's the same thing. Anyway, there's a scientist, a Russian scientist, who invented a photography machine that can take the aspect of the aura. There are German scientists also who invented a machine called biofeedback that can also trace the auric field around the body in terms of colors. And the colors that were eventually believed in to be starting from the lowest chakra or lowest etheric body, that is the one that is not lowest, I mean that is the one that is nearest to the body, which is the etheric body. It vibrates at the red frequency, and the highest is the universal body, vibrates at the violet frequency. And in physics, in the laws of physics, it is known that the highest frequency has the violet color and the lowest has the red color. This is physics. This is pure physics. And the same applies to the chakras that are found within the body. And each chakra is a portal between the body and the aura, the layer of the aura which is around the body. Here we can see also a chart that gives us an idea about the emotional spectrum and how our emotions, to which frequency our emotions are vibrating. Shame and guilt, they go to the lowest part of the spectrum. They vibrate at the red color, and the highest part of the spectrum, which expands to enlightenment, peace, joy, compassion, they vibrate at the highest frequencies at the violet colors. And that's why when we talk about the aura, the auric field, and the crystals and the importance of crystals, because the crystal energy is so subtle and it reflects back the color it carries, and each color carries an energy that is related to each of the bodies or the chakras or the layers around the aura, and feeds it with the energy that it needs. If I have a depleted, let's say, throat chakra, which is blue in frequency, I must wear a pendant that is blue. Any blue crystal will do. Or if I have a depletion in my solar plexus, which is at the top of the stomach, I should wear an orange or yellow stone or a ring, for example. This will help a lot. Or I should place a stone, one of the pyramids that we shall see later, near my desk where I work, or next to my bed table, night table near my bed. Now moving on, here we can see the several stones and their colors and how they affect each body and each chakra, because from the science of color we know that the color that any object has is the color it repels. If I see a stone such as this beautiful amethyst, it has a deep purple color. I'm seeing it purple because it's repelling the purple color, which means that I am receiving the frequency of violet and purple from this stone. And in the sciences or the set of theories that we have seen so far that prove the power, the magnificent power of radiating power of these crystals, it made me realize one thing, that if I want to have some peace, some inner peace, some inner joy, or I want to elevate my frequency, I use the amethyst as a pendant or as a ring. I will not use any other object with the color purple, because this object has a stagnant energy. If I wear a pendant that is made of plastic or any other material, but color purple, it will not do the same effect. The effect of crystals and stone is tremendous. By that mean, we say that they are more and more attracting people, and this is the main reason that led me to really do this whole collection and whole line. This is one of the bracelets I designed. It's made of leather that I print upon it arabesque. Arabesque patterns are made with from platonic solids eventually, and we place a crystal piece on it. This crystal piece, here we're talking about the morphic resonance. The morphic resonance is also a theory that was developed by a biophysicist or biochemist. He's called Rupert Sheldrake. He says that a morphic field occurs once two bodies come close to one another for a long time, and through this morphic field that is created by a daily encounter or an ongoing encounter between two molecular bodies will make them merge their qualities and their energies together. This led me to realize one thing, that when I wear a ring such as my lapis lazuli ring, which I honestly been wearing since 8 months, I've been wearing it non-stop. Of course, when I sleep, I don't wear it, I remove it. And I've gained lots of benefits from this ring, healthy benefits and mental benefits. I cannot go deep into that because I don't have time, but I assure you that I am experiencing the effect in a tremendous way and in an amazing way. And the morphic resonance proves that we should wear or put near us a stone constantly on a continuous basis to benefit from it. We cannot wear our diamond ring once per week and expect to get a benefit from it. No, that won't happen.